Yeah. Okay. Absolutely. Mm. $100. Hi. Aww. I'm sad. Okay. Oh, did you? Let me check, my darling. Alrighty. Mm, is there a specific thing that you would like for me to read, or just a general reading? And also, would you like me to when I channel, to channel through the name that I saw, or the name that you have in the comments here? think I'm gonna keep it like that. Okay. Got you. All right, let's get started. Hi, Debbie. Let us go. And before I start, Debbie, I don't do love readings, and I or whatnot. But if you go on my TikTok, um, and you go on like my who I follow or whatnot, there's somebody called Piscean Royalty or Piscean Portal. I'm so sorry if I'm saying it wrong, but she does love readings, so you can like get that from her. She's pretty good. But yeah. And I will be no problem. And I'll be channeling with the bears, just letting you know for your reading with the bears. Yep. Okay. So here we go. What came out for you is Seven of Wands. Bottom of the deck, the summary of that, you got Six of Wands. Okay, I like that confirmation here. Oh, right. Okay, top of the deck, usually watching this right now is the Judgment card. And to clarify, the Seven of Wands, you got the Ace of Coins, the Four of Cups, the Magician in reverse. And then what came out is the Strength card. And the bottom of the deck, which is the summary of the Clarity cards, is Four of Swords. Top of the deck, usually watching this right now for the clarity cards is Ace of Cups. And then the bottom of the deck, the summary of the Oracle card that came out is Caution. Top of the deck, usually watching this right now, is Isolation. There could be something about you can do good, and this could be relating to you, a situation, circumstance surrounding you, or anybody else surrounding you, or something like that. But there's something about you can do good all by yourself. You could do good on your own. Um, there's something about truth is your strength, or some type of truth like shows your strength or whatnot. Um, and then there's something about like nudity and like and or like vulnerability or something like that, or something exposed, and something like that gives you strength, confidence, or that is your strength or whatnot. Um, I was wondering why the magician came up in reverse when everything is the way it is. And then in my head, what first came up was like just believe that you are the magician. Like there's something about being put high up on the pedestal or something like that, being put on the throne or something like that. And just believe it. Believe like you're on the throne or whatnot. Believe the position you're put into. There's something about the self, your individuality, autonomy, having motivation, drive. There could be a start or a new beginning of something for you, and or something going on around you. There's like that, and the Emperor card is here under here. What I saw, so there is that. There's just like boss energy or whatnot. Maybe being in charge, initiating something, starting something, being the first one to do something. Or it could just be like a boss type of energy or entrepreneur type of energy in charge of something. And yeah, there's something about having drive and motivation. Is it zeal? Being zealous, zeal, great energy or enthusiasm in pursuit of a cause or an objective. It could be something about having zeal or whatnot. Yes. Maybe there's something about being recognized for it. Recognized for it, like some, and then just like it says here, some type of cause or whatnot, and all that stuff. This doesn't have to specifically be what you're doing, but it's just there's like multiple things, like you know, like having like an apothecary or a spiritual shop or something like that, and then just having like multiple like collaborations and sponsors, and it's like when you go into like those shops or those like apothecary places, like just having those collaborations where you, like sometimes I would see people's cards that like do readings or do like dog grooming and stuff like that, or something for a cause. I know in one of the shops that I went to, they're caught one of the things they really support are like LGBTQIA plus. So there's like a lot of things with that. And then they also like have things there, but also have like you could see that they also have some type of supporting thing for like people who um what you call it, that go into relapse and stuff like that with like drugs and stuff. So I don't know. I was just thinking something about that. It was coming up. And it's interesting. Something is super clear and it's like I'm telling you, putting you on a throne or on a hot seat and believe it. Believe it. There's something new here, a foundation, starting a new job, maybe starting a new project or something like that. It's starting a new job, it's starting a new project. Hmm. Let me see that too real quick. Mhm, mhm. And again, there's just something here about I feel like it's like so you know what? Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna listen to Chanel's intuition, okay? Because I want to read something for the magician or whatnot. I'll read it. It's in reverse. I'm going to read the second part here. So it says, the fool has learned to navigate the sea of basic human life, and yet something feels amiss. This is the stage in which awakening can take place. The alchemical fires within him stir. He looks out into reality to see that not all is as he's been told. The search for occult truth begins to take shape within himself as he becomes increasingly jaded with the worldview he has been given. This is the stage when the seed activates and attempts to burst out of the confines of its husks. The intelligence of the seed knows something grander is out there, but cannot quite perceive what it is. The confines of this formerly protective shell, while the seed was dormant, now feels like a prison to the awakening consciousness, craving to expand beyond it. Deep despair grows as the juxtaposition begins to become more extreme. This feeling will soon become a catalyst for growth on his journeys into the dark night of the soul. So, flying higher. Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Something about flying higher. And then let me see real quick, what does the Seven of Wands say here for that deck there? The Seven of Wands here is called Dubiaku, the child who tricked death, and it's like a Ghana card, and Mila Granson from the 19th century, willpower. I feel like don't give up or ignore something. And then yeah, that's what I'm saying. The truth is your strength. What is what is, and it's your strength or whatnot. And then I'll go in order real quick. Okay. Yeah, so what came out, Seven of Wands. There's something here. Yeah, don't resist it or don't ignore it and be like, no, that's not it. And then there could be something about drive, having zeal and all that stuff, um, and everything, right? Um, And there could be like some type of recognition about that. Maybe like I don't maybe people see that in you, see you as a leader, see you as like independent, that you have all this energy within you and there's some type of like flying higher or ascending or whatnot, maybe a higher position or whatnot. Or becoming like an entrepreneur or boss, like being seen in a different type of like light higher, right? Um because of this. And at the same time, there's something about like don't resist it, don't resist this. And then top of deck user watching this right now currently, there is something is what it is, or whatnot. It is what it is. Yeah. It's like nerve wracking or something like that. And then it's like being like, I guess like even, and then what's it called? There's this girl, this rapper named Mona Leo. She's one of my favorite rappers. And the way she's talking is crazy because like I don't see her that way. I see her as like this confident girl, the way she dresses, the way she acts, the way she like raps. But I was watching an interview with her and she was like, man, like it doesn't matter how many times I go on stage or whatever. Like she's like, I always feel like I'm about to throw up. Like she's like, I'm always like panicking and whatnot. So there's something about that, but something is like is what it is. And I don't know if there's like start doing something or starting something and even though you have it and you're there or whatnot, um, there could be like a little bit of nerves, I guess. Stepping into a new light, taking some type of risk and all of that stuff. To clarify, the Seven of Wands, you have the Ace of Coins, Ace of Pentacles, Four of Cups, and the Magician in reverse. You're I like to say this for Capricorn energy all the time. Like you're a rookie, but you're not a rookie at the same time. You could be like just starting some type of new foundation, a new job or whatnot. Um, and I wonder if you're just like super humble. You're like, oh nah, like is this and that. And it's like, no, like you're really good or you're this you're a boss you're or whatnot. You have all this energy within you. You're the magi, so that don't ignore that type of thing. Something's I feel like there's like some type of energy that comes all together where it's gonna like be like boop, like no, that's what it is. And we have here strength. This card refers to mental and emotional strength, not just physical strength. It's about finding the inner strength to face your fears, overcome obstacles, and move through difficult times. This card is a call to dig deep into yourself and tap into the parts that are strong and courageous, even when you might not feel that way. You'll discover that you hold the strength to overcome whatever you are going through right now. And we have here Virgo. You could be that sign. Someone around you could be that sign. That it could be just the energy of this reading. It could be a planetary placement or whatnot. We were in Virgo moon last week, so something could have happened last week or whatnot. Something with the hermit card because I see isolation and everything like that. There could be something about honed in energy and then now it's like bursting out, like flowing out type of thing. But yeah, that's your reading. Hopefully you liked it or it helped or whatnot in some type of way. Mm. You could be going through some type of transformation. They have the death card here too. And I'll keep this up and I'm going to timestamp it for whenever you want to come back to it and stuff. Mhm. Oop. Excuse me. Oh, okay. My bad. I'm not even seeing it up on here. Oh, that is crazy. I'm sorry. I'm just seeing it. I don't know. I wasn't seeing it on my phone. That is wild. Yeah, I was like, okay, cool. That is real cool. No problem. Wow. Good luck on that too. Good luck on that. Yay. I gotta start on the cats thing too myself with the rest to volunteer or whatnot. I'm in a new space, so I founded a organization to volunteer with. It's just I really want it to be stable enough or good enough to give my time and give myself to them. I think I'm okay now. So it's crazy you said that because now I'm just gonna go and apply and everything like that so I can volunteer with the cats. Yay. That's gonna be so cool. You're gonna do very well or whatnot. Gonna get a lot of help, support, and all of that stuff. Excuse me. When people say ask if they want to ask about what you're calling, oh, in your opinion, why? In your opinion, why? Is it because like I don't know, cats are more like I don't know, like in your opinion, why? I want to know. Is it because one is more cute than the other to you? Um, I don't know, because cats are like more needy in a way. And dogs don't take too much to please type of thing. I think I'm gonna make her blue. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I get that for sure. I do get that for sure. With Karen, my cat, yeah. Sometimes I feel like I figure her out, but then sometimes I'm like, I don't know. So I do get that. That is true. Whereas dogs, I feel like their body language are more um noticeable. You can tell. That is so true. Aw. Hey. I wish I could like foster cats, but I'm gonna wait until after Karen transitions on or whatnot. I know that's gonna stress her out. I know she's gonna stress out and she's gonna be mad at me. I know for sure. But once she, transitions on, I'm gonna do that too. Just do more involvement. That is so nice. I don't know if I made her. Wow. And they all have their different quirks and personalities, and you gotta be a certain way or whatnot. At least with Karen, I know I gotta be a certain way sometimes. I wish it was a lighter blue. Mm. Get um she came like that. She came like that. Um when I was like with someone like a few years back, we were gonna get this one cat, but then they said if you're gonna get this cat, you gotta get this other cat with him because like, she was attached to him and everything. And his name was Mikey and her name was Karen. And we were gonna change it. But time went on and the name just stuck or whatnot. So she came like that, but I like to say her name is Karen for a reason or whatnot. Like, um, you know how they talk about Karens and stuff like that. I feel like there are good Karens and there are bad Karens, and I feel like sometimes you need a Karen on the block to keep an eye out for things, and I feel like that's what Karen is. She's a detector of energy, in my opinion. So I say she's a Karen for a reason. Right, I never changed her name. I think she's okay with it. I don't know. Now I can't see her as any other name, really. I miss Mikey. Aw. I love that. Bingus, Smudge, and Maru. That's unique. That's unique. What is it based on, like the way that they look? or something like that, or just like their personality, or you just like made some like unique names or whatnot. I like that. I like Bingus. I remember I had a cat named Felix, and he actually, I never watched the show, but people were like, "Oh, like Felix the cat." And then like when I finally looked up what Felix the cat is, like he looked exactly like that. He was like black and white. I remember Felix. I was like, is this why they called him Felix? Oh no. His name originally was Oreo and because he was black and white, but then we changed it to Felix. I remember that. But we didn't have any clue that um it was like he looked like Felix the cat until people were like, "Wow, like did you name it after Felix the cat?" Oh, I like that one. I like that one. I like Maru. Yeah. Oh, that's cute. I like that. That is very unique. And oh, okay. And like how long like with fostering them, like how long is that process gonna be? And all of that stuff. Oh no, why they put her knee all in the corner? Mm-hmm. Oh. Felix the cat. Mm. Oh, wow. Wow. That is interesting. Oh, okay, I see. Okay. Wow. That is so interesting. Yeah, you must have like yeah, you definitely gotta have I don't know, like I said, zeal or something for that for sure. Like a lot of motivation for that. That is not common at all. I mean, at least I haven't heard of that too often. Wow. And here I am. That's just my mind though. Like, I'm always like, and I have to like step away from it because, yeah, it makes me overthink and all that stuff. But here I am always thinking like, because I can't stand like seeing cats in bad environments or like, you know, they could have a better environment or home. So I always go into a deep rabbit hole of like, how can I just scoop all of them up from everything, or be aware of all of them and just scoop all of them up and take them into my awareness and make sure that they okay, type of thing. And then I just had to let go and let God because it gets into a deep rabbit hole and overthinking. That's very interesting. Very interesting. Wow. I like that. It may not be a big deal to them, or they might have a different type of awareness, but I don't know, just me thinking about them, I'm like, it must be so scary. It must be very scary. I think I'm gonna do. mm, Like, I would be scared. It took Karen a long time. It took her a while. Like, I'm trying to think when. So I got her in 2015, and she was months old. She was like probably 3 to 5 months old, and it was not until probably 2021, 2022, where she started. If you see my videos, where she started doing that's what I'm saying. Like, and she was very like fearful. I don't know where she was, or I don't remember what they said that they got her from before, she was adopted by me. But um she was super. Mikey was like all for it, but she was the one that would run away like super easily. So I was very protective of her because I knew she was scared. But now she's totally coolio. She's only not coolio if you're not coolio. But I do my best to make sure that not a lot of like energies are around her and all that stuff for now. The kitties. Oh, she was like, it was like between 3 to 5 months, I think. 3 to 5 months. She was very small. Aw, I can't believe it. I don't like thinking about it. Like, because she was definitely so small, and she was definitely very fearful a lot of the times. And now she's all big, and she's in my face. Sometimes farts in my face, girl. I'm like, oh, that's crazy. But at some point, I'm gonna go for the senior cats because that's what I mean. I feel so bad for like the senior cats that are just sitting in there. Like, I know they do their best to like, uh, you know, give them companionship to care for them, but I don't know. I be feeling so bad. Oh man. Oh. Yeah, I'm like, shoot, this is her place or whatever. She could do what she want. That's why when she jump on here, I don't care. Like she could go where she wants, she could do what she want, as long as it's not hurting her or whatnot. She could do what she want. But yes, absolutely. It's Karen's world. I'm just living in it. Type thing. She's definitely spoiled. Yeah, I gotta do the humane society thing for sure. I'm telling you now, I'm gonna do that because I was doing it in the old place I was at. I was doing it, but then I moved, and I was just trying to settle down before doing that. So now, yeah, I'm definitely just gonna do it. And then whatever time I have open, because I don't know how they process, but if they process like the last place I went to, then I could just go whenever I'm available. So I'll just do that. I wonder what they're gonna have me doing. If they're gonna have me help them clean the thing, feed them, give them companionship or something like that. Maybe. I mean, I wouldn't know unless I start, and now I'll just go and do it. Whatever. Oh, dang. I mean, if you had the capacity to do so, go ahead, go ahead. Dang. So I don't blame you because I'm gonna have a whole farm. I really be sometimes the cats come up to me in like public and I want to take them. I'm like, I want to take you home so bad. I'm so sorry. I cannot take you home right now. Like I really can't. I'm so sorry. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna go and ask. They have like a whole application thing, and then I'll go on and apply and do all that stuff. And then like, I guess if they have a training thing, just ask and everything like that. Wow. And like the dogs and the cats, are they okay? Or like you said earlier, sometimes it could be a little bit flustering, like or like frustrating. Like you have to keep them separate. Do you have to do certain things or whatnot? That's wild. In a good way. That's so interesting. I am just getting like a lot of brain like boop boops. What does this look like? Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm. Okay. Yeah. Sheesh. Sheesh. You must have patience. Or you just must be really good at this, or whatnot, or passionate about it. You have a lot of patience. Understanding and all that stuff. You gotta have understanding for them too. Yeah, because people, I don't think people understand that sometimes. The different personalities, what they've been through, yeah, all the trauma, the sicknesses, all that stuff. That's why I always be like, I wonder what happened. I know she was very young, but I just wonder why, how come she was so skittish at first versus Mikey, who wasn't so skittish. Um, yeah, but she came a long way, which is very interesting. Hopefully, that side of TikTok comes up for me again. Cause there were a lot of rescue people who were doing that cat rescues and stuff like that, and just showing people how to integrate them and stuff like that. And I loved that. I loved how like they were very understanding of the cats who were feral and afraid and whatnot, and how they integrated them. Because you can't just be like, oh my gosh, like, ugh, cats, they're gonna do this and that. Like, you just really gotta understand them. And dogs too. I gotta subscribe today. I think I didn't, but that guy who likes to go to the shelter and sit with dogs who haven't been adopted yet, I like him. So I mean, like, it must be scary to be in this type of world and you're that size and all of that stuff. I would be scared, especially if somebody picks me up out of nowhere. And I'm here, yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. That is very interesting too. I see. You just gotta get those cats trust. And I think they have a good sense of like energy or whatnot. So and dogs give their trust so easily. So like when they've been through stuff, it's like, dang, you really an asshole type of thing. The world can be so cruel, but then they have people like us. Do 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 do. Hmm. Excusez-moi. Watch that stuff better come back up on my TikTok feed. I know it's going to. It better. Um, what time is it? Oh my gosh, that is crazy. That is so scary. And then like I usually compare that. That's what I'm saying to like people. You know what I mean? Like, or sometimes myself. Just imagine like going through things and then all and constantly or for a long period of time and then meeting someone else or whatnot. Like, this is crazy. I've been also learning to give to that I should give grace as well in a way because I think people are like that too. It's like you gone through something multiple times or for like a long period of time and then sometimes you just don't know um that the new thing or the new person is nothing like that. And that's why you gotta give grace and gain the trust or whatnot. That's why I think of it when it comes to like humans and like animals type of thing. Mm-hmm. Yes, exactly. That's why I was like, I don't even care if Karen like passes on and she still was a little bit like weird towards me. Like I'd always give her space, and that's what I've been protective of her in that way. I've been so protective of her in that way. If anybody came or whatnot, I would just be like, yo, if she's like running away from you, please do not like try to find her. Don't do all this stuff. Let her do come to you. Like, and even if she comes to you and she runs away, like don't do all this grabbing. Don't do all that. Like, um, I, in my head, it's kind of like that Harry Potter where uh it was Hagrid when Hagrid was teaching a class and was it a Griffith? And he was teaching them like you have to like bow and do all this stuff before you approach it. And then Harry was took the instruction well and it allowed him to write it. But then Malfoy, that's what I'm saying. Like that's how it is. I'm like, don't come towards Karen like that. Like Malfoy was like, oh, whatever. Like coming towards with that energy. Like you gotta gain the trust and everything. And yeah, I'm just like, I feel like that's why she's okay now. She rolls on her back. Like um, she lets me touch her belly while she's on her back. Like it's just the trust and hey, even if she like does a little nibble or a little grab with the claw or whatever, I don't get upset. Like I'm okay with it. I'm okay if she just jumps up here randomly, if she goes wherever. As long as it doesn't hurt her, I don't mind or whatever. Like just loving without no exceptions for sure. Yeah, I was like, girl, I don't mind if you hide anywhere for the longest time. Still gonna love you anyway, and I'm gonna protect you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. Mm-hmm. For sure. For sure. Period. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's what I mean. When I saw and then when she allowed me to like touch it and then go like this and stuff like that, like now she's allowing me to go like that. Like I'm like, girl, you really trust me. This is crazy. Like I'm telling you, back then you wouldn't have at all. It took a long time. It took a long time. Mm, understandable. Understandable. Yeah, I moved around my schedule. I do certain things because I'm protective of her. Like, y'all ain't gonna mess with my girl at all. And same for you. The fact that you can do all of that, yeah, they can see when we're trying. Mm. Um, I'm gonna head out because I'm gonna go work out. I've been doing late night workouts and all that stuff because I like to be by myself. People have been coming in when I go early because I missed out a day or whatever. But I don't, but they haven't been too blah or annoying. It's just been like one person. But I like doing it at night. At night. I like doing it at night when everybody's asleep. Did I eat something? Yeah, I did. Hmm. They don't. That's what used to like upset me about my ex. Like I I'm so happy I'm away from that dude. Like I didn't like how he was pushy about it. Like forceful. And then I didn't like when somebody would come over and he would try to find her to like show them and stuff like I'm like, yo, do not do that. Yeah. But yeah, I know what you mean. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, at night. No problem. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for trusting me with your reading. That was so cool. Um, it helped me with my intuition as well because it was showing up in my head. And I was like, I'm just gonna say it just in case. But thank you for getting a reading for me. Thank you for stopping by. Hit me up whenever, stop by whenever. No problem. You have a great night or day and see ya. The dogs are barking and saying hello. Yeah, see ya. Thank you. Everyone else have a good night. You know.